Hey, you there, stop whatever you're doing right now and learn cloud computing. Just do it, do it. And you too here, learn cloud computing right now. Stop whatever you're doing, learn it now. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be talking about why you should learn cloud computing, whether you are in technology or not, whether you are a seasoned professional or somebody who is just beginning in IT or even outside of IT. So in this video, I'll give you 5 reasons why you should learn cloud computing right now. So let's go. The first reason is, well, nowadays everybody needs a website. Everybody needs to be able to do things online and have an online presence. More and more jobs are requiring you to have some sort of online presence to showcase performance and skills and portfolio. So having an online presence and going and learning cloud to make your own website for cheaper than most people would pay with a hosting service is a huge win for you. You don't have to become an expert in cloud computing, but if you can write an HTML page, there are tools that help you create your own web page visually using drag and drop, and then you can just drop that into the cloud, and that would be a great start for you. Yes, it's a lot more work, but it's also a lot cheaper. The second reason is because cloud computing is a growing field. It's not just a fad. And how do I know that? Well, because it doesn't have the word quantum in it. You know, it's not a fad if it doesn't have the word quantum in it. Or diet. Quantum computing cloud diet. Anyway, there are a lot more opportunities growing in this field that is not new but very recent, has picked up wind in recent years. And so being there at the beginning, being there in the early days of the cloud is a huge win, because then you can have a career for many years to come. Plus, cloud computing jobs are paid pretty well, so you also have that added bonus of getting a nice pay. Now, if you're trying to go into the IT field, if you're trying to become a system administrator or whatever, the third reason is for you, because you need access to certain tools that you don't have access to at home. So if you want to manage a server, for example, well, you would have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to get like a server or just the basic Windows Server license. In the cloud, all you have to do is just say, I want a computer. That's it. You want to create networks, you want to administer networks. All you have to do in the cloud is say, I want a network. That's it. That's all you have to do. So that means that it gives you the ability to get trained in tools that you care about, that you will see in the enterprise environment without having to pay the enterprise price. So do it. Do yourself a favor if you want to learn or practice your skills in IT and technology in general. Having the cloud and being familiar with the cloud gives you a huge leg up over everyone else. You are able to touch the tools that a company would use without having to pay the price, without having to go and get a job and get the experience and have this vicious circle of experience. You need experience to get a job, and you need to get a job to get experience. Another thing is you can use it for your personal life at a fraction of the cost. You can use certain cloud services in your personal life at a fraction of the cost of what it costs to use certain services. For example, to back up my photos, I have long-term archive of my pictures, and I use a blob storage in Azure with the archive tier. So yes, the data is not really accessible, but the goal is not to access the data. The goal is, if there's a fire, if my house catches on fire or whatever, I have the data safe and secure. And if I ever need that data back, if I ever need like a picture in emergency, if I have a picture emergency and I need this data now, I can just go to Azure and recover the file. Sure, it may take an hour or a day, but I can recover the file whenever I need it, wherever I need it. And finally, cloud computing allows you to start a business on the cheap. So if you are interested in starting a business, if you want to be an entrepreneur and you have the skills to do it, knowing cloud computing allows you to deploy applications and tools and products cheaply, because you don't have to pay for a full-blown infrastructure. Once upon a time, in little companies like Amazon, who started in a garage, you had to have a computer under the desk connected to the internet, and then say people, hey, go there. This is where Amazon is, that little computer under the desk. Now all you have to do is say, hey, Amazon, little former little company, give me a computer. And with that computer that they give you, you can do whatever you want. You only pay for what you use. So if you use it for like a minute, you're like, oh, I want to try this, use it for a minute, and then doesn't work, you just turn it off. You only pay for a minute. And that's the wonderful thing about the cloud, is that you can grow as big as you need, and you can also start as small as you need. So there's really everything in between. You could probably run a brand new Amazon on top of the existing Amazon. That's how big you can grow. You can run a little tiny store on Amazon and not pay a lot of money for it. For example, my cloud bill right now to run my website is about $5 a month. That's how much I pay a month to run my website. And I keep adding stuff. I have a database, I have a server, I have all that stuff, and I only pay $5 a month. Now, of course, there's also the cost of having the domain, but that's a different problem. But overall, the website itself doesn't cost me a lot of money to run. So if this convinced you to become a cloud engineer, look at this video right here about how you can become a cloud engineer, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!